Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. In this update, we're gonna see the profitable trades and signals for the day for major global markets and commodities that includes crude oil, nat gas, silver, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, the Germany40 and FTSE 100. Precisely, we're gonna see in the same sequence we'll arrive at the levels at which you can take a trade with profit and trade with confidence. This is the first update for the day. The next one will be released before the US session. The subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's now see what has happened for crude oil yesterday. We have seen it reversing from my favorite level 70.6. I have mentioned and highlighted very beautifully yesterday that 70.6 is a very critical zone for oil to break past by. What has happened? It has reversed, and now interesting on the downside, the same zone 69.3, 69.6 proven out to be support. So let's have a look whether it can break further on the downside or we can look forward to a reversal. If you look at the hourly charts here, higher lows are seen and higher highs are seen. It is right now shying away from the lows here. Possibly 69.3, 69.2 should be a good support for the day. Only bearishness is if you see oil trading below 68.8 and then 68.4 levels. If and only if these two levels are taken, we can say oil has turned bearish here. Moving average is crossing over here. It's a bearish sign, but at the same time, a bigger tail and a retracement is what I am looking at. This could signal a reversal here. So I will wait for it to now trade beyond 69.870 zone, and this was the resistance earlier as well. This is again going to be a greater resistance for oil to break past by. Indicators have cooled down a bit. Look at the MACD. This has dropped sharp while the stochastic has retraced, and the RSI is also trying to bounce back from the lower end here. On the 2-hour chart, similar observation after a big decline. It is trying to trade here with little consolidation here. Important observation here is the support it is getting from around 69.3, 69.2, which is indeed a very good support. Moving averages have started to converge, not yet crossed over, but another important point is the prices are now trading below the moving averages. So now it is very crucial for oil to trade above $70 levels here. Indicators: stochastic rising, MACD is bearish, the RSI is flat, and on the 3-hour the observation is same. Another important point to note is the higher lows, and if you just connect the dots here, let me stretch it a bit on the downside, you will find that this is almost going here with the lows, aligning here with the lows, and highs are anyways aligned. So anyway, this is a moderately bullish channel. Now it is very important for it to trade first below 69.2, 69.3 and 68.8 levels today, and only bearish confirmation is below 68.4. Very clear. Stochastic oversold. MACD is trading bearish after this crossover. The RSI is almost running flat. On the 4, similar observation here on the 4-hour charts with the flat top is seen, which suggests 69.6, 69.8 is going to be very crucial for crude oil for the day, and then 70 and then 70.4, 70.6 zone. Very important for it to break this. Yes, the indicators have cooled down significantly, though the MACD has just crossed over, which is again on sells here. Coming to the daily. On the daily chart, similar is the observation here. Yes, higher lows, higher highs, and a retracement. What I am looking at here is the lower highs here. See, preceding one was at 71, and it is consistently delivering lower highs. Now, also the second point here is the support it is taking from the 20-period moving average and the median of the Bollinger Bands. Thus, it is very important for oil to trade now below 69.2, 68.8 and 68.4. Only and only if oil is seen trading below 68.4, stay short. Possibly it can try to hit the bottom here, though my stance is not so aggressively bearish for, and right now it is almost at the top of it. So it is very important for oil to break beyond 70.6 and 71 zone. Stochastic comfortable, MACD is in green and RSI flat. So considering this, I will recommend you to buy oil today at 69.8, but you have to be extremely careful till 70.4, 70.6 first resistance zone and 71 the next. In fact, it may try to find a little resistance at around 70, 70.1 zone as well. So beyond 69.8, first caution zone at around 70.1, then 70.4, 70.6 and then 71. Three levels here. If it breaks 71, close your eyes, stay bullish. We are looking forward to a tremendous rise. On the downside, take a selling entry at 69.2, expect 68.8, then 68.4, 68.5. If 68.4 is taken any point of time, stay short for 67.8 and 67 levels, chances for which appears to be less. Now let's move to natural. See, natural gas has moved towards the next target zone at 3.2524. I mentioned yesterday itself that we are looking forward to a bigger retracement, and that is what is happening here in natural gas. If you look at the formation here, drop, retracement, drop, retracement. Now retracement is not happened, it is still stuck at the lower end of it. If it wants to, or if it retraces from here, it is going to be difficult for it to break beyond 3.45, 3.5 zone, which are going to be the next resistance levels. What is happening here in on our early chart? See, it is finding a good resistance here at around 3.32 levels. So yes, that is the level above which we can initiate a buying entries. Now see, the prices, moving averages have also come down, so it may definitely find it difficult to break this zone, but if it does, we can look forward to 3.35, 3.4 zone. Also notice, after consolidation, the rise, the retracement, higher lows, and if it bounces back here, it can show you a good rise. Yes, it has come to slightly oversold zone on the early charts, whether be it the MACD or stochastic. RSI still have some room on the 2. Similar observation, the crossover here is very, very important. Drop, retracement, drop. It could retrace. Now retracement, as long as now 3.5 is not taken, we should not be treating natural gas as. Also on the uh, 2 hour chart, see, it is trading with moderate bearishness, but only selling entry should be below 3.24 levels. Indicators, stochastic is now looking downwards. MACD has seen the bottom here, while the RSI is flat. Similar observation on the 3 hour charts. Finding a resistance here, finding this roof here, it is trying to retest. So now any drop below 3.24, it should move towards 3.2, and below 3.2 is where we are looking forward to the next strongest support zone at 3.14. Here also the indicators are trading with tremendous bearishness, and it appears that it may find its bottom soon. Similar observation on the 4 hour charts, drop, retracement, and now looking downwards. Let it break below the support zone in order for us to take a selling entry. Moving averages have started to converge, not yet crossed over though. Yes, the indicators are already at bottom and coming to. Now this is something I've been sharing on daily charts, first, second, and this is the third. Now see, bigger rise is seen every time, and with every rise it follows with a retracement. Where is the bottom now? The bottom is at 3 and 2.94. Can we expect a further drop? I will wait for it to now trade below this zone and the median of the Bollinger Bands at 3.24, because see, this may provide a good support, and net gas can still bounce back and recover from these levels, because see, this time the recovery, see, the highs are beautifully aligned, and if it breaks beyond 3.5 levels, this flag formation will be breached, and we can look forward to a greater rise, which anyways I am staying bullish on natural gas for the near future, and as long as now it stays above 2.94. So considering this, I will recommend you to, if you see it is staying above 3.3, 3.32 zone, you can buy and expect it to move towards 3.35. See, 3.3, 3.2, is going to be very, very critical. So beyond that, 3.35, 3.4, 3.44, and 3. A breakout beyond 3.5 is a sign of a stronger rally ahead. On the downside, a selling entry at 3.2 can be taken. Expect 3.2 as a very good support. See, 3.24 and 3.2 are the two levels which it needs to break in order to turn bearish. Below 3.2 is where we can expect slight bearishness. You can again, the next strongest support is at 3.1415, and if that is taken, I think we are looking forward to $3 levels again. Take your positions accordingly. Let's move to silver. On the early charts are trading with little swings, rise, retracement, rise, retracement. Now the 20 period is providing it a good support, which means, see, earlier also I've mentioned 2960, 2980 is a good, or in fact 2980, 2940 was the zone here. It has breached this zone. It has tried to move outside it, but again trying to fall back. So now it is very, very important for it to break below 2940. As long as 2940 is not taken, do not treat silver as bearish. Moving averages here are trading bullish here and are still showing signs of bullishness. Stochastic trying to trade bearish. MACD after a good rise trying to cross over for sell. RSI has dropped as well. On the 2 hour charts, what has happened? See, 4 bullish candle, 1 retracement. 4 bullish candle, 1 retracement. Higher lows means it can move towards 2970 levels here, which should provide it a very, very good support. So for the day, I will wait for it to trade below 2970. Now 2970 means the higher price has to be below 2970 in order to turn bearish, and that too I will say we have to be very cautious in between 2970 and 60. Only below 2960 we can expect more bearishness to prevail. Stochastic at top, MACD flat, RSI flat. Coming to 3 hour charts, the observation is more or less. Notice this, notice what has happened here. After the rise, it has stayed in zone and it has left this zone now, and it appears it is not willing to stay bullish here. Very important for it to above 30 in order to confirm the rise here. So right now I can see though it has given a breakout beyond 2980, but a bit of a struggle is again seen on the upside. Remember, the Bollinger Bands have narrowed, and now the movement is going to be completely outside band, so it may put pressure on the bands to expand. Yes, the indicators are at a comfortable zone and it can still take any direction here. Same is on the 4-hour charts. Rise, retracement, rise, retracement. Every retracement, it comes towards the bottom of this channel, which is right now sitting at around 2970-60 zone, which should be a very good support zone for the day. Stochastic at top. MACD is in green and RSI flat. And on the day, now look at daily charts. Very important point to note here is the support it is taken from 2950-40 levels, and it was also a double bottom level yesterday. So if you draw a symmetry, it has seen the higher highs, and now I'll wait for a breakout here. It is very much possible, it is very much likely that silver can give a breakout above $30 levels here, where 30-20, 30-50 is easily achievable. What is happening here? After the drop, it is under retracement, it can move like this. Same thing is on the stochastic. This is at the top here. The MACD is trying to converge an RSI flat. Considering this, I will recommend you to buy silver now at 29.85. When you see the lower price above 29.85, initiate a buying and expect 30.010 or 30.10 levels, and then 30.25 and then 30.50. If 30.50 is taken, close your eyes, stay bullish, stay foolish for a stronger rise here. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 29.70 levels, or you can wait for 29.60 levels here, below which you can expect 29.50, 29.40. Till 29.40, extremely crucial support exists here for silver. Only bearishness if you see it trading below 29.40 levels, where you can expect 29.20, 29 and 28.75, and below 28.75 it's gonna crash, chances for which appears to be less, at least today. My expectation, it can try to break out on the upside. There is a possibility to it. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq. Tech 100 yesterday has shown a very good swing. It has moved the highs towards 21,860, and since then it has dropped sharp towards 620 retracement. Lower highs and lower lows are seen here. Now, what has happened here? The bearishness has got diminished here. Also, the 20 period is providing it a resistance. So, if you now see it is staying above 21,7. 6780 zone, you can buy here again. So if you see now Nasdaq 100 breaking beyond this 76780, you can again look forward to a rise. While the ideally the bearishness is only below 21,640 as of now, I can say a bit of consolidation is going on. It can break either which. Stochastic oversold. MACD is bearish and RSI has dropped here. On the 2-hour chart, see, very important to note that the 20 period moving average is providing it a very good. Thus, it is very important for Tech 100 to now trade below 21,700, 21,670, 660, and then 21,640, 600 levels. So till 21,600, extremely crucial support exists here for Tech 100. Stochastic oversold. Note that the MACD has just crossed over. It is trading with very little divergence, and see, it has come down to a point from where it is starts to reverse. So there is a possibility of a reversal and a breakout on the downside. RSI coming out of the overbought zone. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation. Notice the lower highs here. These are very important, and thus as long as now 21,840 is not taken, you have to be cautious here with the buying entries. Also notice drop, support, retracement, lower highs. So this is a kind of consolidation which is going here for Tech 100. Yes, the indicators are definitely comfortable, but the MACD has just crossed over, which is a slight bearish sign. Coming to 4, the observation here is more or less same on the 4-hour charts. Lower highs, higher lows. I will wait for it to break below 21,700 today, which might take it towards 21,660, 670, and then 21,600, 620. Possibilities there. Coming to daily charts here. On the daily charts, what we can expect here is, see, it is still delivering higher lows, it is still delivering higher highs. The 20 period and the median of the Bollinger Bands are sitting at around 21,600 and 21,500. So if it is seen trading below 620, 600, you can expect the next move might take it towards 540 and 500 levels. Also notice what has happened. It is shown a sign of reversal. Lower highs today, it has started on a bearish note. There is a possibility that it can move towards 21,600. But right now, I can say that the stance is not very much confirmative. So for the day, I'll recommend a buying entry about 21,780, expect 21,828.40 levels as the first target, 21,910 as the second, then 21,950, and beyond that, it may move to 22,000, 40, 50 levels. Beyond that, sky is the limit. But such a stronger rise appears to be difficult. However, these are markets. On the downside, a selling entry at 21,700 can be taken. Below that, 21,670, 660 first, 21,600, 620 second. Any draw below 600 and 620 should take it towards 21,540 first, and then 21,500 next. Beyond 21,500, anyways, it's a crash which appears to be difficult. Let's move to Dow Jones. US 30 traded with a strong bullishness here. Yesterday, we have seen it hitting the lows close to 43,020, and then we have seen a massive recovery towards 43,350 zone. Now, it is very, very important for it to again trade below 43,200, which will be the confirmation of further bearishness. Else, it is still trading bullish. The stochastic is oversold, which can call for a little recovery, while the MACD is still on a sell and the RSI is flat. On the 2-hour charts, the crossover here is important. This is a good bullish sign. Remember, the price is previously has taken the support from the 20 period and hence bounce back every time. And this makes this zone at between 43,200 and 160 as a very good support zone. This is going to be the first support zone for the day. Below this is where you can expect more bearishness to prevail. Indicators have certainly cooled down, but it is not the MACD. MACD is almost staying flat without any movement here. The observation on the 3-hour charts is also moving averages have crossed over here, and these are delivering higher lows and higher highs, which suggests that as long as now 43,000 zone is not taken, we should not be treating US 30 as bearish. Also, look, the crossover zone has now moved towards 43,100 level. So now we have got the levels here: 43,200, 160, and 100 are the three levels it needs to break in order to turn bearish. See, the MACD has retraced sharp, it may converge crossover. RSI flat. On the 4-hour charts, also similar observation, and on the daily, very important point here is the crossover zone here at 43,500. The bullishness got diminished, but also the important point to note here is the long tail greener candle, which means if it breaks now on the upside towards 43,350, 400 zone, we can look forward to the next move towards 43,500 and 600, which is very much possible. Though the stochastic is overbought, but the MACD still has room for a rise here. So consider buy at 43,280, expect 43,320, 360 as the first target zone. Then I will say that it may move towards 43,450 and 43,500 as the next. If that is taken, then 43,600 is mandatory today itself. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 43,200, but remember 160, 150 first and 43,100 second. These two levels needs to be taken. Below this, 43,000, 43,020 should appear, and if it 43,000 is taken, stay short for 42,800. Trade accordingly. Let's move to Germany. See, Germany40 is going to open and going to have a full trading session today after 3 days here. And now see, already it has started to show signs of bearishness. It has come down towards the support zone. You have to wait for it to now trade below 29, not 29 but 19,870 levels. And if 19,870 is taken, you can look forward to 19,840, 800 levels as the next target. 19,800 should be a very good support, because below that I think more bearishness should prevail. On the upside, we know that 20,000 has become a wall here which needs to be taken away in order to turn bullish. Stochastic oversold, MACD bearish, RSI at bottom. The observation on the 2-hour charts is more or less same drop, retracement drop. It is almost at the bottom. Let it stay below 19,870, which should be a good support here for the day. Below that, 19,840 and 800, and if 800 is taken, more bearishness should prevail. Moving average is crossing over here, signs of bearishness. On the 3-hour charts, also similar observation is seen. Very, very important for US Germany40 to break beyond 20,000 levels. Only and only if it trades about 20,000, we can say that the bulls are back. Likewise, on the 4-hour charts, the observation is same. And on the daily, look at the daily chart, see almost a symmetry here. Very important for it to now move beyond 20 period moving average. And this I have shared in my update and educational video for EMA, why the EMA is important. Notice this, what has happened here. So it is very important for you Germany40 to break beyond 20,000, 40 levels, which should be a confirmation of a breakout on the upside. The stochastic is at the top, MACD is bearish, RSI is dropped. So considering this, sell at 19,870 levels, expect it to move towards 19,840, 800, and if 19,800 is taken, stay short. Stay short for 19,760 and 660 levels as the next targets. On the upside, a buying entry I will recommend is at 19,950, 970 zone, expected to move towards 20,000, and if 20,000 is taken, stay bullish for 20,000. 40, 50 levels. If 20,000, 40, 50 is taken, we are looking forward to a greater rise towards 20,100 and 20,185 levels. Trade accordingly. Let's move to UK. See, UK100 after a drop here from the highs at 8160 is the retest, and now see, this is the zone here, 8120, 8160, it has to come out of. And this, as long as it stays between this zone, you have to be careful. And in fact, even if I will say, if you see it is staying above 8150 itself, you can initiate a buying entry. And on the downside, 8120 should be a very, very good support, and then 8100. stochastic oversold, MACD bearish, RSI almost staying flat. On the 2 hour charts, notice that the moving averages have crossed over and the prices are taking support from the 2050 period moving average. This is very, very important here. Yes, the indicators have dropped, the MACD is trading almost and the RSI is flat as well. And on the 3 hour charts, the observation is similar. Look at the support it is getting from the 2050 period moving average, which is very, very important. Indicators have certainly cooled down a bit. And the same is the observation on the 4 hour charts. Notice this rise, retracement, taking the support, it can bounce back, it can break out on the upside. Yes, the indicators are trading at a comfortable zone. Coming to the day, notice on the daily charts, higher highs are seen, higher lows. So this is the zone it might try to trade in, and thus on the downside, either it trades below 8120 or on the upside it breaks out beyond 815060. Any breakout beyond 815060 should take it towards 8200 220. Notice what is happening. It has formed a double bottom, it is bouncing back, it can keep moving towards 8300 320. So considering this, I will recommend a buy at 8150, expect 8165, 8185 and 8200, 8220 levels as the next targets on the upside. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 8120, expect 8100. If 8100 is broken, you can stay short for 8075, 8050 levels. Take your trades accordingly, like, share, subscribe and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day. See you again before the US session with more updates.